Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Yalsari. In this video, I'm going to offer you 3 takeaways. How to paint beautiful backgrounds using just watercolor blooms, how to paint flames, and how to paint cohesive white subjects. You will see how all these 3 concepts come together to create a beautiful painting. I have my sketch ready, and this is the color study in my mini sketchbook. So first I'll start with the background. I'm applying water to the whole of the background, including the flames, but not on the candles and the decorations. There are only 5 pigments on my palette today: cadmium yellow, hooker's green, cadmium red, burnt sienna, and Payne's gray. I'm going to take a small amount of milk-like consistency of cadmium yellow and apply it all over the flame. I'm applying the paint outside the sketch of the flame to create a soft glow. For the background, I'm going to use Payne's gray, but in different consistencies. When you use a thicker consistency, which means more paint and less water, the paint will look darker. So here I'm using cream-like consistency. So the idea is to create a darker background near the candles and the ornaments. And as I move away, I'm going to use a thinner consistency like that of milk. For this area in the foreground, I'll be using a very dilute tea-like consistency of Payne's gray, and I'll be coming back to this area later on. And to make corrections here, I'm using a much thicker consistency than before in order to avoid unintended blooms. To create those beautiful watercolor blooms, all you need to do is to drop in water on freshly painted area, but the timing is key. If you add water when there is still a lot of moisture on the paper, which means there's a lot of shine on the paper still, it will create very soft and fuzzy blooms. But if you want more striking and defined blooms, you have to wait till the shine on the paper has gone away. After the background is completely dry, I'm using a small amount of milk-like consistency of burnt sienna and apply it on both sides of the flame and use a damp brush to soften the edges. To paint the wick, I'm using a cream-like consistency of burnt sienna. The interesting thing about white and watercolors is that white can be any color. So to create a cohesive painting with color harmony, I recommend that you use and recycle one of the colors that you have already used in the painting. For instance, here I'm using a mixture of cadmium red with Payne's grey to represent white. You can vary the amount of Payne's grey or cadmium red to create different shades of the same mixture. For the ornaments, I'm going to use only two colors, cadmium red and cadmium red mixed with Payne's grey. For the highlight, I'm just going to leave the area unpainted and paint around it. For the areas which are in shadow, I'm going to use a mixture of cadmium red with Payne's grey, and I'm applying it while the paper is still moist. To paint the holly leaves, I'm going to use hooker's green and hooker's green mixed with Payne's grey. So the technique I'm using is wet on wet. Started with the mixture of hooker's green with Payne's grey on the border or the edges of the leaf, and then I added hooker's green on the rest of the leaf. And when I see that the paper is starting to lose its shine, then I'm going to add water to create blooms. I did the same thing on the other two leaves as well. As a finishing touch, I'm going to add some warm glow on this candle and some reflected light from the decorations on the small one. And here's the finished painting once I removed the masking tape. Thank you all for watching this video. Please share, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next week with a new tutorial. Bye for now.